Hi, welcome to EventBiz. My name is Pernille. In this small training video, I want to show you how you set up a free registration flow. This training is in addition to the training video called RegSite Billing, which takes you through the whole flow of creating an event, uploading content, customizing the registration site, and also going through an event where you have billing. So in this training video, we will not look at how to create an event, upload content, design the registration site. We will only look at how to set up what happens once you click on register now. So if you want to have the whole setup, then look at the other training video first. Okay, so what happens when you click on register now here? For a free event, it would always start here in the basic information. You can always, of course, add whatever information you want to have here for the personal details. Let's have a look at how you do that. You go back to the event center. So the difference now from a billing event is that you see this one, free registration, instead of the billing module. All the other menus here are the same. So content upload takes place here and customizing up here and so forth. Okay, so in free registration here, you have registration fields. So here you can define what information you need from your attendees and whether or not it should be mandatory. If it has a tick mark, it will be shown. If it has the star, it's mandatory. If you want to call this just name, you can do so. If you want to add a phone number, by example, you can also do so. Then we just scroll down and we find the phone, this one. I can take it a bit up here just to keep it a bit together. And then I place it here, and then I can just activate it. And if it's mandatory, I click here. So have a look at what information you need from your attendees and activate it accordingly. Once you're done, you click Save. So if I go back now and I refresh, then it's added a phone number here. So you can adjust this after your needs. Okay, so let's try to fill in something here. Like this. And next. So the next step here is adding an attendee. If you don't want to allow your attendees to add another colleague or so, then you can deactivate it. If yes, you just click here, and then the system will require the same information as you just entered for the personal information in step 1. Okay? If you don't want to have this step, you can go here, you go to settings, and then you deactivate this one that's called allow to add attendees and save. I go back now and I refresh and I refresh again. Now we don't want it to remember this. I go back here. Okay, so it says yes, register. And now I'm registered. If you had an event where you have some logistics you need to handle, we can create these in our sub-registrations. This could be anything from if they need a hotel to stay at, or if they need pickup in the airport, if you need to have their arrival date or time or something like this, then we can add another step to the registration process as well. Let's have a look at that. We go back here, then we go to modules, and then we find sub-registration here, sub-registration listing. Then I click add sub-registration. So here I say, would you something like this, would you stay for the evening dinner? Select question type. So this one, it goes for, they should select only one answer because this is more or less like a yes or no question. But it could also be a question where they could answer multiple answers, then you choose this. Or if it's an open question, you would type a response. So for this case, we would say one answer, and then I line up the different answer possibilities here. Yes, no, and I say that this is required, and then I click save. Then I could add another question here saying, food allergies. Now this one is a very open question, so I would choose this one, response, and I wouldn't make it mandatory at all because hopefully nobody answers anything here. So you click save. All right, you can keep adding as many questions as you need to make your event easier for you to handle. Now, before we leave the sub-registration, we just need to activate it so it will become a part of the registration process. So I click here on the round little dot here, and then I need to check that show sub-registration in registration flow. We need to activate this one in order to show it when they register. When we're here, you can also think about if they should be able to change their answers afterwards, then you can activate this one. Okay, so you click save. So if I go back now, I just want to make a new registration so you can see the difference. So I click on register now. So now you can see it has 2 points now. Here you have the questions first, and then you can answer them. Here you can see that it has some text here, which is just some example of a text we put in. So if you want to remove this or make your own text, then you go here, you go to customize event site labels and customize event site labels. And then you scroll down until you find my registrations, and then you have it here. So if you don't want to put anything, just delete it. If you want to change this one to additional questions, maybe, you do it here, and then you click save. So let's have a look here. Refresh, it has changed this one, and it removed the text here. So you can always adjust it so it fits your needs. So again, now I would have to change, answer this one, and it's mandatory only to answer the first one, and then I can skip to the personal questions. So this step that's called sub-registrations is something you can also add to the billing event. It's not unique for the free registration. But the only thing you should think about that it can conflict if you allow to add additional attendees because the additional questions here only applies to the primary participants who are signing up. So think about the connection there when you consider what to do. And if you have any questions, then you always just contact customer support. Okay, so once you sign up, then there's also a confirmation email. So let's see which confirmation email this is. So you go back, you go to templates, and then you go to registration verification. Okay, so here you have the confirmation email, which is sent to a free event. So you just adjust this email accordingly to what you need. You have all these dynamic fields that you can use and integrate in your email. If you delete them and you regret it, you can just copy paste from here and insert them again in the email. Okay, so this was a little quick training in what is particular for the free registration. So if you want to see the whole flow from creating a new event, uploading content, customizing the registration site, then just have a look at the other training. And once you can just skip the billing module part if you don't have anything with payment, and then go straight to this training and see for the free registration. Thank you for watching.